Shalom, Yasharallah. First and foremost, I want to say all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the house of David. Salutations to you brothers throughout the four corners of the earth. Teaching the truth in righteousness and sincerity. To you Israelite foreigners, come back home to the truth. To those that passed on, serving the Lord, the dead in Yahweh Shai shall arise first. To you sisters who believe, keep encouraging and supporting your brothers that are out here teaching this word in the face of great danger. And always commemorate the sister who washed Yahweh Shai feet when you read the scriptures. All right, I wanted to talk to y'all about brotherly love. Right? If I wasn't driving, I'd read a scripture in Thessalonians that talks about brotherly love. But we're lacking brotherly love in Israel, and we've been lacking it forever. You know, I'm gonna give you examples of brotherly love that we're missing. We're missing a level of camaraderie between camps. Right? We don't have to hate each other because we have differences in doctrine. The differences in doctrine don't mean that every brother in every camp that's not yours is an evil brother. In fact, I'm going to be honest with you. Some of my best friends in Israel are outside of my camp. Right? Of course, you got the camaraderie with the men in my camp. But I've been in this truth a certain amount of time, and I've never closed myself to any camp. Even Comfy in them, believe it or not. Even though I had a dozen diss tracks on them. If any one of those brothers would have came forth and say, hey bro, listen, you know, you cool with me, you know, but brothers are brothers, I'd have accepted that brother as a brother, you know, because at the end of the day, now of course there's limitations. I'm not going to sit here and worship his God, you know, because they're not worshiping Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You know, they call the Most High, what is it? They call the Most High Yahweh Shai? I don't know. They have some different breakdown, I'll say. You know, now, it's not for everybody to be brothers with men that are not in your camp, but what about men that are in your camp? I don't see a lot of brotherhood. I see a lot of dismissive lack of love in Israel, honestly, among brothers that be in the same camp. And it's funny because when I hang around other camps, it's funny, some camps actually really have where they talk about each other in front of me. Or I witness a lack of brotherhood. You know, we have to get out of that lack of brotherhood. We're supposed to be brothers, right? We're supposed to be family. You know, this shit is unacceptable, honestly. This shit is unacceptable. The way we treat one another. Terrible. You know, simple things like actually caring if a brother get home safe from a gathering. You know, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all, I can't count how many times I've let brothers go home drunk before I got my driver's license, because I just didn't know. Matter of fact, I got a female, I'm gonna call her a female, that holds it against me one time that I practically kicked her out because she was, not because she was drunk, but she happened to be drunk. I mean, she came to my crib and just, it's funny how when you have so much liquor in your house, people welcome themselves to it and then act stupid and then get mad when you put them out. But, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, we have to be mindful, you know, especially, again, since I got a license and I've been behind the wheel, liquored up a couple times, I know what it's like. I know that even though I've been pretty good getting home from a bar or driving up the whole parkway liquored up, it's not, I wouldn't if you have an alternative to stay home or to stay in the hotel room or whatever, do it, because it's not easy. It's crazy. But yeah, we have to be brotherly, man. We have to care about one. If you don't care about the men that labor around you, how could you care about Yahushua? Like, seriously, Yahushua said, yo, the man you see all the time, you don't love him, but you love me? That's weird. He didn't literally say that, not in verbatim, but that's just basically what we're trying to believe, or we're trying to trick ourselves into believing, that you can actually care about Yahushua, but not care about your brothers around you. That's crazy. That really is a crazy concept when you think about it. I mean, what he did resonates for centuries. Right? Allowing himself, knowing damn well he could call legions from heaven to destroy the Roman Empire right on the spot. But humbling himself as a human being and taking all the punishment that he took, not for anything he done wrong, but for what we done wrong. That resonates forever. You can never forget that. As Israelites, we can never look at that and have anything negative to say about Yahushua. We should always commemorate that. But you didn't see it physically. You weren't there physically. Well, in a different sense you were, but I'm saying in this life, you didn't see what Yahushua went through. You could only read about it. You don't feel the pain that he took that was caused to him. You don't feel that. But your brother's right next to you. You feel his pain, more or less. You see what your brother's going through. Now granted, of course, you got men out here that are kind of causing their own suffering. But truth be told, the truth of the matter is, at the end of the day, you supposed to love your brother. You supposed to love that brother that's next to you, that's putting in work. Or even brothers that's not putting in work for whatever reason. But you supposed to love your brothers and your sisters that's around you, man. A lot of the way y'all treat your own fellow kinsmen and women, you don't love them, and it's easy to tell. It's very easy to tell. It's almost like it's the worst kept secret that Israelites don't love one another. And it's not all, because I've been around some very brotherly brothers in Israel. But you could just tell some brothers just don't care about each other. But you say you care about Yahushua. It's mind-boggling when the scriptures actually tell you you don't love your brother that you see, but you love me. You don't find that a little weird? Because I do. But anyway, I don't want to belabor the point, because I just made a video yesterday about talking too damn much. So I'm going to just close it out with that. I'm going to say shalom, and let's do better, Israel. Let's love one another, take care of one another, and that's it. Shalom.